Very good afternoon and welcome to Kowloon Cricket Club for the Cricket Hong Kong China 2026 Men's Premier League T20 Series. Aaron Bush with you. The two umpires heading out to the middle, John Prakash and Tabarak Dar. We're 5 minutes away from game time here in round 3. All to play for. KCC in the first 2 rounds, undefeated, top of the table. 2 games, 2 wins, 4 points. And PACC, they've split their games. They're 1 win, 1 loss for 2 points. Well, basically halfway through the 2026 season and start to decide who's going to make the final in March. The umpires are ready. KCC, as you can see on screen, have won the toss, elected to have a bowl. It's a PACC home game, so we'll run through the PACC side today. Anas Khan, Hafiz Khan, Manjinder Sunny Singh, Nazrul Rana, Tanvir Afzal, Tariq Nawaz, Mohammad Waheed, Yasser Mirza, the captain, Zishan Ali, who will be the wicket keeper and probably opening bat, we'd expect, and Arslan Shabir, a name I've not heard before, into the side, plays for the PACC Rising Stars as well, and Sajid Khan will be 12th man today. The 2 batters do come out to the middle. We'll run through the KCC playing side today, led by Jamie Atkinson, and the youngster Samad Khan, Azaz Khan, Atiq Iqbal, Chris Carter, Dan Pascoe, Dash Vora, Hassan Khan, Tom Heisinger, who we expect to be the wicketkeeper today, and looks like it is him jogging across to go behind the stumps. Head coach Wakas Barkat and Zenden Verster, the playing 11 with Cheyenne Puri, 12th today. And it's going to be Arslan Shabir. We just talked about him. Well, the fact that don't know much about Arslan Shabir. He's going to open the batting with Zishan Ali. He'll be at the non-strikers end, and it looks like Hassan Khan will open the bowling. No, it will be Atiq, as I expected, from the pavilion end. So it's been a good start to the season for KCC. 2 wins in rounds 1 and 2. Only undefeated side so far. PACC will be looking to rectify that, get a win today and keep them in the hunt. And there's another Premier League match going on as well over at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. Diaskwa Little Saiwan D-Lit up against USRC Elite. Both of those teams looking for their first win. One of those teams will move to 2 points and join PACC, at least at the moment. Looks like we're ready to get underway. 1 slip in place, the captain, Jamie Atkinson. Azaz Khan sitting out at long on, not very long, but he's outside the circle. And there's also Dan Pascoe out at a deep square leg. The 2 outside. And here we go. It will be Atiq Iqbal to Zishan Ali. Starts one onto the leg stump and finds first runs off the bat today for the PACC. Left-right combo. So Atkinson moves across, shuffles the field a touch. Actually, it wasn't Pascoe out in the deep. I think it was Zenden Verster. Pascoe's now gone to backward square inside the circle. Confident drive off the middle stump. Pinks out Hassan at extra cover. So for Shabir, he's got a point, extra cover, mid-off, mid-on, and catching mid-wicket. Looks like a deep square leg. Heisinger up to the stumps to Iqbal. Gets a bit of extra bounce. Same pitch we used this morning for the Women's Premier League. But it's a brand new pitch today, so we haven't seen what it's got on offer. I'm sure it's going to be a pretty good batting track. It's all big runs not on this pitch, but the pitch over to the left yesterday in the Saturday Championship. That was a drier pitch than this one. This one's got a fair bit more grass on top. Wrapped on the pads, but really looked like it was down the leg side. I don't think height was too much of an issue there, even though he's quite tall, Aslan Shabir. Just trying to see if there's a... Yeah, there is another player. The third is outside for Shabir. Oh, decides to go up and over the top of the infield. Goes all the way up over the top. First maximum. Pushed it over the top of cover. Picked it up nicely and was happy to attack in the first over. Decides to attack again. Is that six as well? It is. Back-to-back maximums to round out the first. A big first over for PACC. Shabir goes big after facing 3 dot balls. Goes bang, bang after one. PACC 13 for none. Very good start for PACC. Aggressive from Shabir. And an interesting choice straight off the bat here. Wakas Barkat, the spinner, to bowl the first over from the Austin Road end. Zijan back on strike. Found a single off the first delivery and then watched the excitement from the non-strikers' end. The slingy action from Wakas. And he gets one in the slot. Has it got enough? Yes, it does. Up and over the top of the long on. He gets his first maximum. Joins the 6 party. This time swats hard, and this is going to be the first 4 of the innings as the runs continue to flow. Punches through cover, gets past Verster. There's never a chance to knock that one off. Picked the gap very nicely, all through cover point even. While the replay runs, Wakas continues to bowl. Picks up a dot. And this time pulled away, but there is protection. Out deep mid-wicket. This is a very powerful start here from PACC. Hasn't been risky. Played the shots when they're in the spot and in the slot. They're certainly willing to put pressure on KCC early here. Pushes that one straight to extra cover, so it'll be a dot to finish with. 11 runs coming from the second. PACC going at 12s. They're 24 for none. Zishan Ali just wanting some adjustment to the sight screen. That's been done, so we can continue. Atiq Iqbal to continue as well. Went for 13 off his first. That was Shabir doing the damage. Oh, he doesn't get all of this. A chance. And it's been put down by Waqas Barkat. Usually a very safe pair of hands. Well, Zishan gets a life on 12. And all Atiq can do is smile. Usually that one's snaffled. So we've got time to have a look on the replay from the roaming camera. As you can see, he was there, just couldn't manage to get it to stick. So now Shabir, who took to Atiq last over, back on strike. Gets it high on the bat, but nobody out there back with a square. That'll be 4. Okay, he continues to find runs, whether it's pitched up or back of a length. Having fun in the sunshine at the moment, PACC. Picks this one up nice and early. Make sure that he doesn't hit it where anyone is out in the deep as well. So back live. So far, it's hard to tell if it's just a good batting wicket or these two are just causing mayhem. It doesn't look like the ball's zipping around, whether the slingy spinner or the pace of Atiq. Looks pretty flat. Good even bounce as well. And that one's been put into the swimming pool, I think. That's gone up, and yep, over the top of the swimming pool pavilion it bounces. Luckily, they've drained the swimming pool at the moment, so that one will be able to be fished out, but that's another maximum to Shabir. He's moved into the 20s already. We're only 2.4 overs in. Well, I said at the start of the game, I don't know much about Arslan Shabir. What I've seen of 9 deliveries, I'm liking it. Certainly likes anything in the slot. Certainly likes anything just short of a length. Anywhere from waist to rib height, he's having no problems with. Just the start for PACC. Looks like they couldn't find that one. Got a replacement ball. 2 balls left to the third. Not even halfway through the power play. PACC powering along, 35 for none. Finally gets one to zip past the outside edge. Picks up a dot. Catching cow corner position and a deep cover point. Nobody out of deep square. And again, that's good bowling from Atiq to finish it off. Oh, no, says umpire Prakash. That's going to be a wide. Need to re-bowl. Just pushing a bit too far across the body. Just waits on this, uses the wrists and the timing, and it's raced away all the way for 4. Big over. 16 runs coming from the third, halfway through the power play. PACC 40 for none. Well, just the one over for Wakas. Dan Pascoe with the left arm into the attack early on over number 4. Captain Jamie Atkinson there. Going to his trusted left arm lieutenant. Current run rate of 13.33. Remember, PACC was sent in to bat. Bat they have. Only one extra in that 40. 39 off the bat. It's early days, but current run rate will get them to 267 here. As Pascoe comes in from the Austin Road end, gets it to skid through. Zishan just getting down on it in time. It's time to sweep and the catch. What a catch it was too. Brilliantly taken. Samad there perhaps at square leg. Brilliant diving effort. There's Chris Carter in fact with a brilliant effort at square leg, and that's the end of Zishan Ali. He's out for 13. The first wicket falls on 40. Normally the wicket keeper, but Heisinger now doing the job, and Chris Carter showing why he's such a good wicket keeper as well. Just got the hands there in time. Roll and catch. It was hit hard. That's just what KCC needed after this blistering start from PACC. And Sunny Singh comes to the crease at number 3. Well, Pascoe comes into the attack and immediately generates a wicket. First one, that skiddy one that just chopped down on by Zishan, but the second one goes the sweep. Picked out Carter. So now Manjinder Sunny Singh joins Shabir. He decides to start aggressive as well. Goes through cow corner for 4. One bounce. Picks it up early. Seems to be the game plan today for PACC. No worrying about having a few sighters. Just start aggressive. Put KCC back on the back foot. Don't want to let Kowloon Cricket Club get too many early wickets. This time prods forward and drops the bottom hand off the bat just to make sure it doesn't flick up in the air. It's a good comeback delivery from Pascoe. Oh, and that one's going to beat Carter at just backward of square. So another boundary to Sunny Singh and PACC. Pushing up towards the half-century mark in just the 4th over. And picks that one up quick. He just watches it, stands and delivers. That one's gone over the top of the swimming pool pavilion as well. So a wicket falling, but 14 runs coming from the 4th. PACC pick up their half century. They're 54 for 1. Be a change in bowling for the first time today from the pavilion end. Hassan Khan takes over from Atiq Iqbal. New recruit for Kowloon Cricket Club this season. The fiery quick. And Shabir, haven't seen for a while. Goes the bouncer first up and gets the wicket. Got lured into it and one over the shoulder, says the umpire from square leg. Suck it into taking on the bouncer and the wicket falls. Shabir departs for 26 and PACC lose their second on 54. I think it was Dan Pascoe, backward of square, inside the circle. Get confirmation on that. But it was a good catch. It was high. Had to get right up there in the end and did so. Hassan Khan strikes with his first delivery. Pascoe did it with his second. And it was Dan Pascoe. So he's got a wicket and he's got a catch already. Once again being told off by my Apple Watch for a loud environment. Getting too excited. It was a good catch. It was a fast bumper as well. Wasn't too high, wasn't a wide. It's just the perfect delivery, really. One that you think, okay, I'm going to go for it. Gets on me a little quick. And all of a sudden you pick out the fielder just lurking behind. He gets the warning, though. One over the shoulder. Tariq Nawaz to the crease at number 4. Oh, that was almost another one. Almost another one as it just went flying past backward point. The hand was outstretched, but just went past. It's going to go for 4. A little lucky there for Tariq to start with. It was the Atkinson, the captain, diving to his right, trying to pick that one up. So much like we saw last over, a wicket falls and then the boundaries come. Goes Fuller this time. Good fielding off his own bowling. A little fuller this time, and that's probably going to go for 4. Barkart not able to cut that one off. Wide of long on. Early call of catch, but it's never in the air long enough for anyone to take the catch. A little risky again. Practicing keeping it along the ground. One bounce straight to Atkinson, backward point. So wicket 4.4. My memory serves me correctly. If Hassan can get away with this next one being a dot or a one. It'll be the first over that's gone for less than double figures. But it has generated a wicket, getting KCC back into this game. They can find a third inside the power play. They won't be too upset. Oh, right onto the pads, but dragging down the leg side, and it's an overstep anyway, so need to re-bowl. And that really relieves the pressure. Because now Tariq gets a free hit. Been rather pretty tidy with the extras so far. Just a couple. But the overstep always hurts, especially in the T20 format, especially inside the power play. Most of the fielders inside the circle. Let's see what Tariq's got. Skied it straight up in the air. It should be caught by Verster. Not that it'll be a... It doesn't matter. It put it down. Bit of fielding practice, but no damage done. They get 3 for the single, so it will be 10 runs. Waka's bucket back into the attack. Went for 11 off his first. Oh, gets that one to get through. Chopped away in the air, but it's going to clear the infield. Race away down towards our broadcast area. Down towards the tents. Picks up the 4. While the replay runs, Wakas is back bowling again. Pick up a single, Vora onto it quickly. Sunny Singh now. Stand and deliver, but punches it straight to mid-wicket. Oh, a big thick edge. Good work from Atik. Getting down on it. They'll get through for a single. And this is a chance to be the first over not to go for double figures. Last ball of the power play. Good one for PACC. Still going at 12 and over. Right on the toes. Chop out. A chance for a run out. They get through safely in the end. It'll just be a single. So 7 runs coming from the 6th. Power play done. PACC 71 for 2. It's going to be one of those games with lots of yelling and screaming, and I apologise if my voice gives out. Just coming off the Very nasty chest infection has also affected my throat on the strepsils. Now the power play's done. The field can spread. And for Tariq, there's a deep square, deep mid-wicket. And deep extra cover. Waka's going back to long on. Hassan to continue. Goes with the fast one, but full and on the leg side. Question just coming in on my WhatsApp. Strepsils and Red Bulls, question mark. Can confirm. Double confirm. Strepsils and Red Bull it is. Thank you, Malha. Got to wash the strepsils down with something. Some people behind the sight screen, I think, at the moment. Just slowing things up. Some cleaners, I think. And the shadows above the sight screen. Should be good to go now. Singh on strike. He picks it up and heads our way. Watch out, Tammy Chu. Just to her left. 4 runs. Picked that one up nicely as Hassan resets. Goes the bump up. Just a tennis swat to Wakas. Bumper again, chop edge, chance in the deep, taken, and he gets another one the same way. Suck it into the bouncer, and the catch is taken. Dashvora out in the deep, down a deep third, and Tariq departs for 16. The third wicket falls for PACC on 77. Unfortunately, we lost the camera on that one, but it was a good catch. And it was, again, very similar ball, fast, bumper. This time, skied away down to deep third. Dashvora took a nice catch. Keeping themselves in it, KCC. Getting wickets at regular intervals. It's going to bring the captain, it looks like. Yasim Murtaza to the crease at number 5. It's been an eventful first 6.4 overs, 3 wickets falling. 77 runs on the board already. Can PACC maintain this blistering start? 11.55 the run rate now. Computer projectors saying 200 be a good score. Would it be enough? Very powerful KCC batting lineup. Hassan's got 2. We'll see if he just keeps bowling the bumper. Of course, he's only allowed to bowl 1 and over. So that one's done for this over. Bowl 1 and over, get 1 wicket 1 and over. He'll be happy. Hassan to Yassib. Gets a shorter one and pulls it away for 4 to start with. Nicely played, was given plenty of time. Well, couldn't go the bumper route again, so fuller, but not too full. Just pivot on this one nicely, as he loves to do, Yassim Mirza. Pick it up and put it through mid-wicket. Back live. Does go the full route, but it's going to beat the field. Will it beat a teak? No, it won't. What a great piece of fielding. Saves 2. Ended up picking that one up almost behind his back. So 2 runs to round out the over. 12 off it, 7 done. PACC 83 for 3. First time seeing pace from the Austin Road end with Dash Vora into the attack. Took a nice catch last over. Now being rewarded with the ball. Very central pitch it is today here at KCC, so no favourites either side. Swimming pool and Cox's Road boundaries pretty much even. Manjinda, 20 off 8 so far. Winds up. Misses it all. Good glove work from Highsinger. Without fail. If you miss it, he's going to take the bails off just to make sure you weren't going for a walk. The intent still there from Singh. Winds up again. Gets it out of the middle this time. And another one over into the swimming pool. Favourite position today. You can see him prepping for this one straight away. He's going to try to put everything through mid-wicket and cow corner. The bat flapping ready to go. Picked it up nicely over the top of the swimming pool pavilion. Another maximum. It's his second. Going with 3 fours, and he's already gone past the quarter century mark. 26 off 10. Strike rate of 260. And the runs continue to flow for PACC. No concern about the 3 wickets down so far. Not really much concern when you're going at 12s. As long as you bat the full 20, it's going to be a good score. What does Dash do here? The first one to zip past the bat. And that one's flat bat swat, just through square leg. Gave Carter no chance to cut that one off. So 6 and 4 after the dot. And he moves to 30. It's hard to bowl to somebody that's in this sort of form and this sort of mood. He's a big unit, Sunny Singh. Pretty much most of the 11 balls he's faced have come out of the middle. Rare dot ball here and there. And again, he's gone aerial. Has he got enough on this one? Yes, he has. 3 count corner for 6. 6, 4, 6. Bang, bang, bang. PACC move to the 99s. Still 2 balls left of the 8th. 16 off it already. Interesting, no sign of Azaz Khan bowling yet. It's better from Vora. I'll find the single. I've been out of town for 2 weeks, so don't know what the fitness status of Azaz. That's 100 up for PACC, inside 8. Well, they're just saving Azaz for later in the innings, or if he's unable to bowl today. I just saw him warming up near our broadcast area. Yasim just eases a single. Hassan does what Hassan does in the field and does a slide. Rounds off a very good over. 18 runs coming from the 8th. PACC 101 for 3. Well, 2 balls earlier I asked, we haven't seen Azaz Khan. Is he bowling today or is he not bowling? I can now assure you he is bowling because he's going to bowl the 9th. He's taking over from the pavilion end. 101 in 8. Not much more PACC can ask for a start. Meanwhile, KCC continue to roll through the bowlers. Generated 3 wickets. Obviously saving overs for Pascoe. He got a wicket and hasn't bowled again, so he's got 3 left. Also got the option of Samad. He does bowl down in Australia. That's pulled away. Protection in the deep, though. Chris Carter's out a deep square leg there. Speaking of Samad, he plays as an all-rounder in Australia. Usually used as a specialist batter here in Hong Kong. But there's always an option. Has he got anything on that? Heisinger thought so, but maybe just trying to outfox John Prakash, who was not outfoxed. Calls it wide. But Azaz also seeing if a shorter delivery would work. Singh was definitely going to go after it. Does it again, and as he falls into the trap, he's got just enough on it. Goes over the top on Versta's head at deep square. And onto the training net roof for 6. That's the problem. The trap was set, but Sonny Singh is just pinging them out of the middle of the bat at the moment. Sort of praying for a mishit. And goes the slower delivery, I think. Rolled the wrist over that one, and it's a clever delivery. And I think that's going to have to be the case to Manjinder Singh. Going to have to mix up the pace. All the slower one. Because he's seeing the faster ones like beach balls. Dances again. This one shapes away. So a good comeback after going for the maximum, which almost generated a wicket. Went straight over the top of Versta's head. He just needed to be 15 foot tall. He could have taken that one. He's being brought inside the circle now. Again, flat bats it to mid-on for a single. .44 off 17. The captain, Yasser Murtazar's at the non-striker's end going at 200s. It's like he's done nothing so far. It's all been the Manjinder Singh show. So Yassam to face the final delivery of the 9th. Shuffles down a touch. He wants tip and run. Atkinson decides not to fire. So another over in double figures. 10 runs coming from the 9th. PACC 1-1-1 for 3. Speaking of overs in double figures, here we can have a look. There's been just the one so far from KCC that hasn't gone for double figures. That was the 6th. So it's been runs aplenty for PACC. We talked about Pascoe with 3 overs remaining, getting a wicket in his first. He's going to have a bowl, take us up to the drinks break. Got a wicket with his second delivery. But then went for a few, as has most of the bowlers for KCC to date. And if you can find another wicket into the drinks break, that'll be optimal for KCC. If these two survive through to the 10th, be a very good first 10 overs for PACC. Yassam happy to take the easy single through square. This will be the battle. Dan Pascoe against Manjinder Singh. Pascoe will know he's going to attack him. Can he force the false stroke? Again, just seeing it like beach balls, even for the singles. Swatted out to deep cover point. Lefty to lefty, so Pascoe goes over the wicket, of course, to Yasim. Picks up a valuable dot. Happy to deal in singles here. 2 balls left now. Just to the drinks break. Too wide, trying to stay out of the arc that time from PACC. Oh, the faster ball gets it to continue on. Another one of those rare dots from Singh. I think he would like to bring up his half century before the drinks break, going by that stroke. 45. Keeps it, no, doesn't keep it inside the tram. Needs to re-bowl. This might be the first over without a boundary, if there's not a boundary off this ball. Oh, he's got the edge, has he? Yes, he has. The finger goes up from umpire Tabarakhtar, and a big innings from Manjinder Singh comes to an end. He departs for 45, and right on the drinks break, PACC lose their 4th on 116. Brilliant glove work here from Tom Heisinger, right up to the stumps. It was a zipping ball, gets the faint edge. Heisinger does the rest. And that'll take us into the drinks break here with PACC losing their 4th on 116. A good start, though, for Pakistan Association Cricket Club. They'll be happy with 116 on the board. Join us in a few minutes' time for the second half of this first innings of round 3 of the Cricket Hong Kong China Premier League T20 series. Welcome back to Kowloon Cricket Club. Aaron Bush with you for this Cricket Hong Kong China Premier League T20 series match. PACC against KCC. A wicket falling right at the drinks break. We'll bring Tanveer Afzal out to the middle. And we're at the non-strikers end. Azaz Khan to continue from the pavilion end. Yassim on strike. Looks to swat. This could be out as well. A good diving catch in the deep. It's Chris Carter again, and 2 wickets falling in 2 balls over the drinks break as the captain departs. He's out for 11. Azaz Khan strikes, and the 5th wicket falls for PACC on 116. Well, fell into the trap again this time. Chris Carter in the deep takes another good catch, diving forward. Hafiz Khan comes to the crease at number 7. After such a good start from PACC, they won't want it to fall away. Pretty handy to have their Sunday Elite Div 1 batter, opening batter, or number 3, depending on where he bats. Hafiz Khan to just stroll on out at number 7. 2 new batters, brand new batters at the crease. A brand new partnership needs to form here. KCC looks to fight back. They'll be happy to chase 200 on this pitch. They won't want to let PACC get away from it. A nice straight delivery to start with from Azaz. Just off to the right of screen, top over near the bowling club. These players are being watched on by head coach Kaushal Silva and assistant coach Andy Lloyd. Of course, the big Balhinia Falcon Trophy coming up starting February 25. The internationals return for the men's, with Kuwait taking on Hong Kong, China in a one-day and T20 series. That was a wild throw from Hassan. Which was very lucky that the captain backed it up, and only just. Don't think he'd be happy with that throw in. Yep, well, all that action will be live. All the games will be broadcast live. I assume I'll be there as well over at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. So, spots up for grabs, of course, as well. Oh, what a ball that was. It actually took off the seam. It was too good from Azaz. For this time, soft hands out to deep third. Takes the single. Ruins the chance of a wicket maiden for Azaz. Speaking of wicket maidens, if you missed this morning's Women's Premier League match, go back and watch that one, especially the second innings, where we had a wicket maiden, a double wicket maiden, and a triple wicket maiden. That was some carnage. Not so much carnage so far today. Well, maybe with the boundaries. Still going at 10.89 here, PACC. Oh, Hafiz gets one past the outside edge as well. Very good over from Azaz, getting the wicket. Just the single off the bat and a leg by. After 11, PACC 118 for 5. Dan Pascoe to continue from the Austin Road end, 2 for 19 off his 2. Got the big wicket of Manjinder Singh before the drinks break. Goes aerial, but that's a gap. That's a very nicely played stroke. 1 bounce over towards the little red tractor and the scoreboard for 4. Got the long levers out there, Tanvir. Through the offside cow corner. Still believe if you can have a leg side cow corner, you can have an offside one as well. That's a better ball from Dan. Smothered from Tanvir. Cut away, but straight to point this time. Stand-up punch. Fighting back after the boundary. 3 dot balls. Precarious part of the game here for both sides. Another wicket to fall. Put pressure on PACC. Partnership forms. And that's not off the middle of the bat. Could be another catch in the deep. Has Carter got another one? That's Jamie Atkinson, in fact. He says he's caught it. Question we discussed between umpires. Jamie Atkinson is the captain, so you'd expect him to be red hot honest, but the umpires are going to confer. And the third umpire, Royce McDonald, coming out as well. Okay, the discussion's continuing, and they're saying it didn't carry. It's not going to make KCC happy. He's going to make Tanvir Afzal happy because he gets to have his name unfaded. Picks up a single as well. Well, game of millimetres sometimes, cricket. Atkinson still arguing his case with umpire John Prakash and square leg. Looked like the call actually came from third umpire Royce McDonald. Anyway, it's in the books as a single. That won't be reversed. And while Hafiz is now on strike. Gets the floater one and punches hard for a single. Should just be 1. Hit it too well, in fact. So good over, though. 6 runs coming from it. After 12. I missed it. Before that single, the score was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now it's 1, 2, 4 for 5. 8 overs remain. Zaz Khan to continue. It's just the little things that amuse me. Azaz Khan to Hafiz. A quick single. Oh, that would have been out. Don't think Hafiz thought Azaz was going to get there as quick as he did. Just the pickup and rotation meant it was very hard to straighten up on the stumps. I think he was gone if it hit. Risky single. It's all getting a little bit nervy. Well, it's an overstep, I think. Is it? I thought I heard no ball. Yes, it is. So that relieves some pressure for the new pair. Umpire Prakash just pointing out exactly where the overstep occurred. Happens occasionally for Azaz. Happens a lot less than it used to for him, though. Used to be the notorious no-baller. Now it's just the occasional one. But what it is, it's a free hit. And Tanvir Afzal gets the freebie. Gets the bumper and gives it the treatment. Up and onto the training nets. Over it sails for 6. Costly overstep. Ended up costing 8 runs. So all of a sudden, after about 10 balls or 8 balls in a row, putting the pressure on, all of a sudden the runs continue to flow for PACC. Oh, he winds up again. Clears that front foot, which was nowhere near the ball. Yeah, that one was a bit better. The second one.
One hand is like that and one hand is like that. Yeah.
Soft hands, but straight to the field. But a little misfield from Vorta. Allows the quick single. 11 runs coming from the 13th. Make that 12 runs coming from the 13th. PACC 136 for 5. Pasco to continue from the Austin Road end. He's looking rock solid, keeping it along the ground, which is his job now at number 7. Rotate it back to Tanvir, who's 14 off 11, already hit a maximum. So lucky to survive. Go back and watch the replay yourself. Make your own decisions on the catch in the deep. Tries to go big, but goes straight, which is more important. Goes big and straight. All the way for 6. No chance of a catch from long on and long off, who was spread wide. Went straight back over Pascoe's head. Picks up a maximum. All Dan can do is have a wry smile. Complete miss hit this time, but fortunately, nobody in it mid-on. Gets the single. Can't find a gap this time. They found gaps plenty of times today so far, PACC. Looks to use the soft hands. Groan from Heisinger. Thought there might have been an edge, but finds the single. Rounds out the over. 9 runs from the 14th. PACC 145 for 5. Hassan Khan back into the attack. 2 overs, 2 for 22. He's got all the 2s at the moment, Hassan Khan. Was out in the deep last over. Yelled across and said, "I thought you were in Sri Lanka." And I said, "I was," until about 3 days ago. Flew back in just to call this Premier League game. Let's say that as a fact. Hassan to Hafiz, goes the Yorker, chopped out well, very well, beats Atkinson. Vora has to come a long way around, and good running allows him to come back for 2. Fast one outside off. One of those ones looking for the tempter. Find the feather edge or hit to Atkinson at point. Didn't get anything on it, so... There's the edge. Just guided through the slip cord, and it should go for 4. Does go for 4. Kept it fine. High risk, high reward that one. Could have easily found an edge, but did find an edge. Just got a thick enough one there, Hafiz. He'll take it, move into double figures now. It's a handy little partnership. Up to 35 as they bring up the 150 as well with the boundary. 151 for 5. 5.5 overs remaining. Projector still saying 200 plus, 206 at the moment. Gets a full toss. Right on waist height, just below. To be precise, and he finds the single. Hassan might have apologised to Hafiz about that one. Very fast full toss, obviously not deliberate. Tanvir back on strike. He winds up, puts it down the throat of Azaz Khan, and Hassan's got 3. That's the end of Tanvir Asfal for 21 as PACC lose their 6th on 152. Again, the trap set out in the deep. Azaz just waiting in the shadows. Takes a good catch. Didn't have to move very much at all. And the 6th wicket down just as the 150 comes up. 200 plus, still a chance. 180, also a chance. Only 4 wickets in hand as Nazrullah Runner comes to the crease at number 8. And we've seen what Nazrullah Runner can do here at KCC on a number of occasions. Going back to last season's one-day series. Went on a bit of a rampage. KCC won't be wanting that. Three for now for Hassan. Effort ball. Puts it in extra fast. It just guided away nicely. Will retain the strike there. Runner. 8 runs and a wicket coming in the 15th. And PACC a 153 for 6. Waqas Barkat to take over from the Austin Road end. 2 overs, none for 18 so far. Always a good battle between Waqas and Rana. Starts with a dot. And again, zipping it on through. Back-to-back dots. Finds a single this time out into the deep. Another one. Trying to clear the front leg again. This time Hafiz looking to guide it. But again, high risk, high reward. Chance of an edge there, but misses it all this time. And there it is. Just fell short of Atiq Iqbal. I'll take that though, KCC. They'd like the wicket, of course, but so far just 2 singles coming from the 16th, slowing things down. So this time Nasrullah winds up. He doesn't get all of it. And a run 2. The tidy over. Just the 4 runs coming from the 16th. 4 overs remain. PACC 157 for 6. Azaz Khan, final over for him today. 1 for 23 off 3. Swatted hard. Won't beat the fielder in the deep. Since that 4 to Hafiz back in the 15th over, it's just been singles and that double at the end of the last over. Still 4 wickets in hand. PACC would like to try to power on up towards 200. Doesn't carry into the deep, so Verster will cut it off just backward of square. The bumper, and picks the gap beautifully. 1 bounce, 4 runs. 2 waiting. Verster and Hassan Khan out in the deep for the catch, but Hafiz just goes straight between the 2 of them. It was only less than a metre away from carrying the ropes as well, so there's the boundary they needed. Flipped off the hip there nicely. Verster again in the action. Hafiz starting to fire after the loss of Tanvir. Thought it might be runner going off, but he's just 5 off 6. And just a poke that time. Pace off from Zaz. Run off every ball though. Important for PACC. No chance of another over going for double figures. 9 off it so far. Oh, that's a delicate little flick from Nasrullah up and onto the trading nets and makes it a big over. 15 runs coming from it with that maximum. Just the look away flick. And Nasrullah gets into double figures as well. 17 done, 3 remain. PACC 172 for 6. Three overs remain, the run rate back up over 10. We'll get through for a bye there. Miss glove from Heisinger, apologises. Winds up on this one, out into the deep. It's Atkinson again. And this time, the wicket is given. The catch is taken. And Hafiz departs for 22. Wakas gets his first. PACC now 174 for 7. I didn't want to call that one and get it wrong again. Everyone seemed pretty happy with that catch. Anas Khan comes to the crease at number 9. Easy to pick out. These racy red shoes. It's out into the deep and takes a single to start with. On the back of that really tidy over previously from Wakas. Just the 4 runs coming from it now. 2 runs off the bat, 1 bye and a wicket. 2 balls left of his spell. Oh, and another one skids on through, stays low. As runners looking to put that one into the swimming pool pavilion, misses it all. And again, back-to-back dots. A successful over for KCC and head coach Wakas Barkat. 18 done, 2 remains. PACC 175 for 7. Hassan Khan to bowl the penultimate over, the final over from the pavilion end. 3 overs, 3 for 30. He had 2 overs, 2 for 22, so every over he has a bowl, he gets a wicket. Can he do the same in his final over? He's got Anas Khan on strike. Looking to see out these last 12 balls and see if they can find another 20-odd runs. He's pushed towards the 200. Looks like a decent batting track. Yep, gets the bouncer, but gives it the swat. Anas goes big, straight through mid-wicket. Starts with a maximum this over. Gets the score up into the 180s now. Ball getting a bit older, not bouncing up as high. It's in the the zone to be swatted. Then gets a full toss and goes the other side for 6. Back-to-back maximums for Anas Khan. Just missed his length there completely, Hassan. And these last 2 overs could be very valuable for either side at the moment. Valuable for PACC. 12 off 2. Swings hard, gets down to it, ricochets off Hassan, so they'll take 1. 14 off 4. Pretty much done his job already with the bat, at least, Anas Khan. Likely to have a job with the ball as well. With he and Mohammad Gazamfa in the side. So look at the spin options. Of course, the pace option of Nasrullah Runner, who's on strike, 12 off 10. Found a maximum already. Can he find another one in this over? He's going to try. It's coming our way. 1 bounce, 4 runs. Another boundary, though. Important into the 190s now. And it's an overstep. So it's a 4 plus the no ball plus the free hit. That's bad news for KCC. Good news for PACC supporters. His 200 is well and truly back on the cards. And who knows, 210, 215. Still a chance. All right, that's going to be a dot. It's a nice catch there from Dash. Of course, free hit, so it doesn't count. So, Nasrullah Runner asking the question. Again, he's got his bumpers right today, Hassan Khan. That one seems to have stayed under the shoulder height, so very good result. If you can get that off a non-free hit, it would be even better. But as it is, it's in the books as a dot. 2 balls left to the 19th. Full again. Lucky to get away with it as it rolls out to deep mid-wicket and Azaz. 18 off the over. 1 ball remaining. What does Anas do? Taking him for 13. This over him out of his 14 runs. Little mid-wicket chat. Maybe whether take a single, get Anas back on strike, or go for the boundary. Leave Nasrullah to face the first ball of the final over. We'll find out what the plan is here. Back of his crease, so he was winding up. They will take the single in the end because it just dribbled off the toe of the bat. But a good over for PACC with 20 runs coming from it. 19 done, 1 remains. PACC 195 for 7. And T Kickball to finish off the first innings here in round 3 of the 2026 Cricket Hong Kong China Premier League. T20 version. All to play for both sides. A win for KCC, of course, will leave them atop the table, undefeated and pretty much locking in a finals berth in March. And a win to PACC, I mean, they'll join KCC on 2 wins and 1 loss. A vital game in the middle of the season. Six balls remaining. And Teague to Anas. Gives him a full one, but he does not get all of it. And wow, so much didn't get all of it. He managed to get back for 2. .197. Just a single this time. Oh, comes forward, scoops just over the top of Pasco's head. Inventive and good for PACC. Brings up the 200. And 3 balls remaining, 202 for 7. Tries to be inventive again. Gives up a dot ball. Seven off the over. 2 balls left. Takes the pace off it. Keeps it wide. 2 wide. Another valuable run for PACC. That's better. Big swing and a miss from Runner. And again, rinse and repeat from Atiq Iqbal. Is what he does so well as we head into the innings break here at Kowloon Cricket Club. PACC 203 for 7. A good score, but is it a big enough score? What looks like a scoring pitch. Let's have a look at the batting card for PACC. What a start it was from Shabir especially, 26 off 12. Zishan Ali 13 off 9 and a fine top score of 45 for Manjinder Singh off just 20 deliveries. Everyone getting into double figures today for PACC. 16 for Tariq Nawaz, 11 for Yasim Murtaza. For Tanvir Afzal, a 21 off 15 and a 22 runner ball 22 for Hafiz Khan. And at the end, a 29-run partnership between Nazrullah Runner and Anas Khan, getting the score up to 203. The bowling card for KCC. And it's a 3 for Hassan Khan, but expensive. 4 overs, 3 for 50. A 2 for Dan Pascoe, 2 for 34. And singles for Waqas Barkat, 1 for 24 and 1 for 38 for Azaz Khan. Atiq not getting in the wickets, but those last 3 deliveries could be vital at the end of the day. So we head into the innings break here at KCC. 203 on the board for PACC, which means when we come back, KCC will need 204 for victory. Join us then. Innings break almost done here at Kowloon Cricket Club for the Cricket Hong Kong China Premier League Men's T20 Series. Aaron Bush with you. 20 overs remain. And we'll find out who can be victors on this beautiful sunny Sunday afternoon. Live from Kowloon Cricket Club. The captain, Jamie Atkinson, on strike, joined by Chris Carter opening the batting today for KCC. Mohammed Waheed will open the bowling from the pavilion end. 204 required for victory. Any less, and PACC will record their second victory of the tournament. Plenty going on, and of course another game going on where one team will pick up their first victory over at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground. We'll have a look as Mohammed Waheed does his warm-ups and how that game's going. USRC batting first scored 184. Diasquilil Sowan in reply, 55 for 1 with one ball left of the power play. So that game's pretty even. Ready to get underway here. Waheed to Atkinson, who flicks it in the air. A chance in the deep, but 4 runs. Wasn't far from holing out, but survives. Slightly risky to start with from Atkinson. They had Nasrullah runner in the deep, but he was forward of square. That one went just backward of square. So he's gone squarer now, pretty much to deep square. I saw this from Hassan Khan using the bumper work. Oh, lots of bottom hand in that one from Atkinson as well, but that doesn't carry to Gazumpha, who was lurking at mid-wicket. Remember that blistering opening partnership between Zishan Ali and Aslan Shabir. And a big power play. Got the ball rolling. Got the score up over 200 in the end. No doubt about that one, though. Smashed straight through, long off for 6. First maximum for KCC. The charge came from Atkinson. Decided to come down the wicket and flat bat it to the short boundary. Lots of excitement in the first over already. Much like the first innings, doing my throat infection. No world of good, but we'll survive. Get through to the end of today's game. Goes backward a square, work to do for Nasrullah, who can't get there. Another boundary. Toying with the field at the moment, Atkinson. They put a deep mid-wicket in so runner could go further around square. And Atkinson decided to go further behind square. Goes straight, one bounce to Yassim. Thoughts that it might have carried. He was set right back on the 30-yard circle, so just fell in front. No chance of a catch. One ball left to the first, 14 off it already. Seen plenty of skyscrapers in this game already. Atkinson wants to take the single and retain strike. He'll move to 15. The team will move to 15 after 1. KCC 15 for none, needing another 189 at 9.95. Following the same playbook as KCC here, PACC. Pace from the pavilion end. Spin from the Austin Road end. Anas Khan will be into the attack with the left arm. KCC started with the right armour, then moved to Dan Pascoe. In the fourth over, I'm going to start with the left arm of Anas Khan. And over number 2 here, PACC. Put on some good late runs with the bat. Now can he get some early wickets with the ball? Wound up on that one, but big, thick inside edge out to deep mid-wicket for a single. Bring Chris Carter on strike, face his first delivery today. Ten extras in that first innings, getting the score over 200, including 3 oversteps that I can remember. I want to keep it tidy here, PACC, not give up that many so far. No extras after 7 deliveries at least. Just pushes just wide of mid-on, finds the single. No Sonny Bimsaria in the side today. That's why we're seeing Chris Carter out there opening proceedings. And again, winds up, big, thick inside edge. This one going fine. Bit lucky. Jamie's in a hurry. And he's not managed to middle it off the bowling of Anas yet. And it's a big score. They want to start fast. Don't want to lose early wickets here, KCC. That's nicely played. Nobody out in the deep on the offside. Into the little red tractor. It goes for 4. That one came out of the middle. No inside edge on that one. Two out in the deep on the leg side, so utilises the power play here, Atkinson. So changes being made. Nobody on the offside going out though. They've just brought mid-wicket in and put a long on out near the bowling club. Looking to sweep. There is a deep square leg, so playing across the line. Have to go square up, go forward of square to try to find the boundary. Cuts away. Cannot beat Gazumfa just lurking at gully, so pretty tidy over to start with from Anas. Just the 6 runs coming from the second. KCC 21 for none. Needing another 183 at 10.17. Well, here we go. First time seeing spin from the pavilion end today. It's going to be Yasim Murtaza the captain to take the ball. So left armers bowling from both ends. Obviously saw how Anas kept the score down at least under double figures. But it's a tough job being a slow bowler from the pavilion end at Kowloon Cricket Club. Very short boundary straight back over Yasim's head. They've got a long off. No deep mid-wicket. Deep square leg. Quick run. Safely through, even though the throw missed. Watch out for the stumps there, Yasim. Now for Atkinson, they bring the long off in and put the deep mid-wicket back out. Shadow's getting longer. Heading towards 4 p.m. local time here. Tries to go big, does go big. Right next to our broadcast tent. Brings up his second maximum going through cow corner. Picked it up nice and early. Well, the replay's showing. I'll keep calling it. He's gone aerial again. That's back-to-back sixes. Another one. This one bigger. It's bounced off the top of a very large tree and back onto the ground. Said the danger was back over his head from the pavilion end, but at the moment the danger's on the leg side as Yasim's been hit for back-to-back maximums. Atkinson's moved into the 30s. And gets the faster, skiddier one. Takes an easy single with no mid-wicket in place inside the circle. Carter back on strike. He tries to wind up and go straight, but can't beat Hafiz at mid-off. A couple of dots to round out the over, but it's a good one for KCC. 14 runs coming from the third, halfway through the power play. KCC 35 for none. And there's the partnership. No extras. 2 for Carter, 33 for Atkinson. Atkinson will be back on strike as Anas Khan will continue. Tidy first over. 169 required at 9.94. So it's the start that KCC wanted, chasing 200 plus. Again, no deep mid-wicket for Atkinson. They want to try to get Jamie to play across the line through that region. Long on at a deep square leg. And he does. He tries to play across the line. Oh, it's a bold appeal, considering I could see all 3 stumps and about 2 more spare down leg side. But again, he wants to play across the line to Anas. If he gets one that's a straighter one, it's either going to go in the swimming pool or be out LBW. And that one's not going to be either of those. That's going on to Jordan Path. Again, he's hit the top of a tree and managed to get it to bounce back into the ground. Another maximum for Atkinson. His 4th of the innings as he moves to 39. That was big. Had it not caught a tree, that was going to end up in the PLA Garrison. That wasn't going on to Jordan Path. That was going to continue on. Got the ball back. Hopefully not too much damage to the ball or the tree. And then there's the ball, goes onto his off stump. Atkinson departs for 39. Anas Khan strikes. The first wicket falls for KCC on 41. Blistering knock from Jamie Atkinson, 39 of the 41 runs on the board. Anas Khan gets some revenge after going for a maximum. And finds the top of off stump as Samad Khan comes to the crease at number 3. Didn't see much of Samad in that first innings, to be honest. Not much in the field. Didn't bowl. He was out there. Now he's got a job to do with the bat. Nice little platform set, but a wicket falling in the power play. Still need to go at almost 10 and over. So it'll be lefty to lefty. Anas will go over the wicket. Oh, very good first ball. Just past the outside edge. Of course, Zishan with the gloves on. Very quick. On a quick single, need to move. And Carter's quick through. So another pretty tidy over, even after going for the maximum from Anas, getting the breakthrough. One ball left to the 4th. They can add some run rate required pressure here, PACC. It's already just ticked back up over 10. Again, Samad will have to motor. He's come off his bat, I think. Got through for a single. So 8 runs and a wicket falling in the 4th. KCC 43 for 1. Needing another 161 at 10.06. Well, the experiment with spin from the pavilion end will last only 1 over. Yasim taking himself out of the attack and bringing on his express quick Nasrullah runner. As the shadows get longer, the computer thinks this is a pretty even game, which I agree on. 54% chance of KCC getting the win. I think it's probably even closer than that. It's probably sitting at about 50-50 right now. 2 overs left of the power play. Oh, pulled away nicely. Mid-wicket inside. All Mohammed Waheed can do is watch that one float past and race away for 4. And cut away on the offside. It gets past the fielder at extra cover. Went straight through, in fact. Manjinder Singh. Hit too well from Carter. Back-to-back fours to start with for Nazrullah Rana. And then soft hands onto the leg side for a single. So a good start to the over for Carter. Brings Samad back on strike. And the brains trust of Cricket Hong Kong China men's team. Kaushal Silva and Andy Lloyd. Just watching on to the left of our broadcast area now. Many of the players to feature in that Balhinia Falcon Trophy on display today. The man with the ball in hand, the man at the top of screen with the gloves on, among many others. That's nicely played by Samad. Work to do for Anas. He will get around in front of the scoreboard in time. Had to come around enough that they could get back for two. There's a number of players also just on the cusp of the Hong Kong China men's team. The likes of Abdul Samad Khan, Hafiz Khan out there today. Be looking to impress, and the coaches watching on. Again, even though they're hitting it to the fielders, they're taking the quick singles and keeping the runs ticking over here. Partnership up to 14. Helps when there's been 12 off this over already. One ball left to the fifth. A long way down, it's in the air, diving chance, put down by Waheed. It was a brilliant effort, diving to his left. But it's been put down, and it's going to go in the books as a chance. Carter came down and swatted it just to the left of Mohammed Waheed. There's half a chance for PACC. Carter gets a life on 12. As Anas Khan will continue. Carter on strike. Looks to hoik it onto the leg side, but doesn't middle it. Finds another single, though. It was a quick start from PACC. We'll talk about the comparison at the end of this over in the power play. They're slightly ahead on runs, PACC, but had already lost 2 wickets by this point. Of course, that brought Manjinder Singh to the crease, and he went bang, 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 bang. Massive big swing from Carter. Misses it all. Another good dot ball, but this is the third over for Anas. Been the pick of the bowlers so far. Got the only wicket. Been tidy. Like another one inside the power play. It's not going to be that one because that's going to be 4, I think. They're still chasing. A good chase down, in fact. Short boundary, really. Save 2. 2 of them combining out in the deep. Hafiz Khan doing the chase down. Flicks off the pads this time. Samad goes nice and straight. The charge, it's high. There's no long on in place. It's got enough on it. Oh, it almost hold out. Good chase back in the deep, all the way from mid-on. Tariq Nawaz almost getting there. Happy to take it on here, Carter. Is there an edge this time? Anas thinks so. The umpire thinks so. That's the end of Carter, right at the end of the power play. KCC lose their second. Carter departs for 16. And KCC are 62 for 2. Have a look at this one on the reverse angle. Good glove work from Zishan as well. Anas has got 2. Power play done. KCC 62 for 2. The same point. PACC was 71 for 2. Zaz Khan comes to the crease at number 4. Still got plenty of firepower to come. The likes of Zenden Verster. Of course, Wakas, who at times has had to save KCC over the years. Sometimes he just needs to come in and finish it off. He'd like to be the latter today. That was him wandering across the top of screen, so he's in no hurry to pad up. So power play done. More fielders allowed outside the circle. See where they're lining up for Samad. There's a deep square leg, a deep mid-wicket. Deep point. Anas Khan's going back to deep third. The deep point's now going to cover point. Still in the deep. 1, 2, 3, 4 outside the circle, it seems. No, Nasrullah wants a long on. So Yassim goes back to the ropes for the left-hander. Went for 13 off his first. That was Chris Carter doing the damage. He's gone now. Samad on strike. And that's guided nicely. Work to do for Anas Khan. He can't get there. What a placement and timing from Samad Khan. Got past the fielder at backward point inside the circle, but kept it square enough to take the deep third out of the equation. So it was just perfect timing and perfect placement. Nasrullah runner starts his second over the same way he started his first. Just going for 4 runs. And the tip and run single. It'll bring Azaz on strike. Another one that'll feature in the Balhinia Falcons. Balhinia Falcon Trophy. Just realised how close that is to the Balhinia Falcons from the the Women's All-Stars name. Just the solo Falcon for the trophy. Kuwait versus Hong Kong, China, coming up from February 25. Will be live. Will be broadcast live. Another off-the-toe single for KCC, and the first one for Azaz gets off the mark. Fast one from Nasrullah. And the bat finds a single again. Well, Samad was pretty much saved from a chance of being run out there by the fact that there was nobody around to back up. So he decided not to have a shy. Because I think if he'd had a throw there, Hafiz, and managed to hit the stumps, Samad would have been caught short. Fighting back well after the boundary to start with runner. There's 3 runs and a dot since then. 1 ball left of the 7th. And slower ball, but just a touch full. But it will only be a single, so 8 runs coming from the 7th. KCC. And going at 10s, they're 70 for 2. Over at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground, and it's USRC Premier taking on Diasqua Little Siwan D-Lit. USRC Premier putting on 184 for 6, and in reply, Diasqua Little Siwan 112 for 2, a 57-run partnership between Hedda Ali and Suleiman Butt. Means that basically very similar to here, around 10 and over required there with 8 wickets in hand. Here, 10.31 the run rate required with 8 wickets in hand. A few more overs to go there. Over there, there's just a tick over 7 overs less. They started earlier. 1:30 start, a 2 p.m. start for us. So we'll be playing into the shadows as they creep across the ground. Anas Khan's going to bowl out here. 2 for 20 off 3. One thing that PACC do have is plenty of spin. Gaz yet to bowl. Probably will take over from Anas, if not Yasim. On the pads, drifting down the leg side. And this is the point. 3 overs left to the drinks break where PACC can put on a bit more run rate required pressure. New partnership, boundaries not flowing. Just dealing in singles here and there. Samad's picked up 1 at the start of last over. Wise heads would perhaps suggest see off on us. He's been dangerous. He's got the only 2 wickets so far. Samad attack. He's got a long on, long off. Deep mid-wicket, deep square leg. Patrolling the boundary, waiting for a catch. Oh, that's a good piece of fielding. Very good piece of fielding. Zaz gets home safely, but that saved 3. That was racing. Nazrullah Runner doing the fielding there. Just threw the right hand down. It was crunched through extra cover. Right on the toes of Azaz this time. And 2 balls left of Anas's spell. He's got 2 for 22. Saw that in the first innings before. I think it was Hassan Khan. But then ended up going for 50. That's not going to happen, Anas. He's only got 1 ball left and only 3 singles coming from his final over. Stand-up punch for a single. A little slip from Samad. And no chance of a second. So it'll be 4 singles coming from the 8th. KCC with 74 for 2. Needing another 130 at 10.83. Mohammad Waheed back into the attack. First time since the first over. Bowling from the pavilion end. Oh, it's high on the bat. There's a chance of the deep. A diving effort. Just got hands to it, but don't think it even carried. And a chance of a run out anyway. Umpire Dar says no. Almost 2 chances for a wicket there. Diving effort in the deep and then a run out. In the end, it's 2. Charge on this time. Is that enough on it? I don't think so. Sonny Singh's there. He got hands to that one. And it's gone for 4, I think. Let's need to check if it's 4 or 6. He also might have hurt himself here. Manjinder Singh. It's a 6. Well, that's unfortunate. He got up, he got 2 hands to it, popped out, and then as he fell down, he's rolled the ankle. All going on this over. Half chance, and then a half run-out chance, and then a drop catch chance. Now an injury. And that's only in 2 balls. Manjinder Singh still in the hands of the trainers. May have landed on the rope when he came down from that attempted catch. Certainly seems to have done some damage to his ankle. The shoe's off to that left foot. Looks like he'll go off. 12th player, Sajid Khan, likely to come on. I say likely because I don't have a 13th listed, so it should be Sajid that comes on. Didn't make it very far there. I thought they were going to carry him around to the dugout, but just plopped him over the ropes and carry on. Meanwhile, Azar's having a chat to Gaz and Zushan. Will we see Gazumfa next over here from the Austin Road end? Players moving back to their positions so we can continue on. Wishing all the best to Manjinder Singh. Hopefully just a mild sprain. Looked very painful. 2 balls into the 9th. Plenty going on. Wahid will continue to Samad. And this has gone straight up in the air. Has he got enough on it? Yes, he has. Not just straight up in the air, but it went long as well into the swimming pool pavilion after that massive gap. It's back-to-back sixes. Wahid is being expensive. 9 deliveries for 29 runs so far, including 14. So close to being a wicket off the first 2 balls as well. But in the end, scorebook will say 266 and Samad will move to 29. And that one's coming our way. Not got all of it this time, but it might backspin on a bit and actually chipped and pitched into the outfield, so it didn't spin on. It's actually quite spongy outfield here at KCC. Usually a very fast outfield. Hasn't been that way today. 2-6-6-2. And that's a good ball. Just past that off stump, straightening Samad up. There's time off the thigh pad. Through for a leg by to finish off the over. Good one for KCC. 91 for 2 after 9. 113 required at 10.27. As expected, Gaz into the attack for the first time today to take us up to the drinks break. Mohammad Gazumfa, the right arm leg spin. $17 runs coming off that previous over. Means these two, with Azaz Khan on 4, have put on a 29-run partnership. It'll be Samad back on strike with that leg by. Deep square leg, deep mid wicket. Long on, long off. And a deep point. 5 outside the circle. Tricky part of the day here at Cowlane Cricket Club. Both bowler and batter in shade, but the middle of the pitch still in sunshine. Oh, that's swatted. Has he got enough on it? No, he hasn't. A good catch by Anas Khan in the deep. And that's the end of Samad for 31. A big breakthrough right before the drinks break as the third wicket falls for KCC on 91. Thought it might have had enough to carry, but Anas Khan knew exactly where the rope was. Took the good catch in the deep, looked back. Saw he had about half a metre spare. With the wicket falling in the 10th, and the players are going to have a well-earned drink, and we'll have a quick break as well. Join us in a couple of minutes' time for the final 10.5 overs of this Cricket Hong Kong China Men's Premier League T20 Series match. Gaz gets the big breakthrough off his first delivery. Samad departs. Zendon Verster comes to the crease at number 5 for KCC. Still plenty of runs required. Not yet at the halfway mark of the overs and not yet at the halfway mark of the run chase. There's still another 113 runs required. 7 wickets in hand though. Still an evenly matched game. KCC's computer projector percentage has dropped to 43%, which means PACC's at 57. Which is probably fair with that wicket falling. Goes back deep into the crease. Swats it out to Waheed at deep point. Gets off the mark immediately. Now Zuz, who hasn't looked awfully comfortable for his 7 deliveries faced so far. Need to keep the runs ticking over as Samad was getting all the runs for that wicket. Swats that one straight to Anas, who's inside the circle. Now there's 2 right-handers at the crease. Wicket slow things down. Always the way in cricket. I'll tell you what, Azaz wasn't trying to go slow there, but lucky not to lose his off stump. Missed it all. Another dot. Tidy start from Gazumpha. Final delivery on the 10th. And just watchful for Mazars. What an over that was for Mohamed Gazamfa. Just the single and a wicket in the 10th. KCC 92 for 3. Opening batter. Now having a bowl in the 11th, Arslan Shabir. He looked good with the bat. Got a red hot 29. Now he's going to bowl from the pavilion end. As I said, when he came out to bat, didn't know much about him. Got to know about him pretty quickly. Now we're going to learn about him with the ball in hand. Looks like spin. Rather dangerous, as Yassim found out earlier. A new batter on strike, Zendon Verster. The left arm around the wicket. Pitches it up, cuts out nicely. Will get cut off in the deep though. Finds another single. 111 off 59. That run rate required pressure I was talking about, starting to build for KCC. Oh, flat bat swat. Good piece of fielding from runner. Even with a little bobble out of the hands. Had to get there quickly. Oh, that was 4. They've got the fielding in the right position at the moment, cutting off the boundaries. Runner again having to do the work. Comes around to his right this time. Same result. So since those back-to-back maximums from Samad Khan in the 9th, no boundaries. And since Samad departed, nothing but singles and dots. 4 singles to start with for Arslan. Again, really strong with the wrists from Verster, but picking out the fielders. I said earlier that field placing's perfect for the bowling. As they're cutting off the boundaries. Pretty much each of these deliveries could have gone for 4. And the right fielder's in the right spot. That one there is just a big hoik inside edge. Anas Khan cuts it off. It'll be 6 singles to start with for Shabir. 11 done. KCC 98 for 3. Mohamed Gazamfa to continue from the Austin Road end. Azaz Khan can only find a single through mid-wicket. And keeps it tidy again. Chomp down from Verster straight to point. At the moment, these two not really sure where to find the boundaries. So just dealing in singles. There's a vacant cow corner, and they've got backward square mid-wicket, long on, long off, and deep cover point out on the boundary. And they seem to be covering the boundary enough. 100 up for KCC. Oh, and this could be out. It's gone straight up in the air. Zishan wants it. Throws the lid off and takes the catch. That's the end of Azaz Khan. He departs for 8. The 4th wicket falls for a KCC Premier right on 100. Wicketkeeper Tommy Heisinger comes to the crease to join Zenden Verster. 100 for 4. PACC starting to get on top in this game. Computer projectors now plummeted for KCC down to 15%. 104 off 50. It's not impossible, but starting to get tough. Is it up over 2 a ball? They need some big overs, but at the moment, Gazumpha is in the zone. 2 for 3 off 10 deliveries. Onto the pad immediately and is going to be given out. LBW, a golden duck for Heisinger as KCC are halfway down. They're 100 for 5. Gazumpha's on a hat-trick. Oh, hat-trick ball coming up. And the man that saved KCC on so many occasions needs to do it again. 104 required off 49. Wakas Bakat. First he needs to survive the hat-trick ball from Gazumpha. Premier League Bowler of the Year 2024-25, Mohamed Gazumpha. He's certainly putting his hand up to get another trophy in August's Cricket Hong Kong China Awards. All right, here we go. Hat-trick ball, slip in place. And Wakas has no interest in letting Gazumpha get a hat-trick. Dots that one out. But another amazing over, just the 2 runs coming from it. Plus 2 wickets after 12. KCC 100 for 5, needing another 104 at 13 per over. All excitement off the first delivery of Arslan's second over and then run-out chance, but Wakas gets safely home. cut in the air. But gets past, and it'll be a much-needed boundary for KCC. Ken can't beat the infield this time. Looks to pull onto the leg side. It just dribbles through square leg. The pressure building for KCC. Get their third win on the trot. 97 off 43. They got past the halfway mark at least. Running out of balls, but that's going to be a gift. You can't bowl there to Wakas. I think it's just one bounce to that long boundary. Backward of square. The signal will be 4. As Umpher said, it bounced just in front of the rope. Not lucky there. Shabir to finish off the over. So 2 boundaries, much needed for KCC. 11 runs coming from the 13th. They are all the ones. 111 for 5, needing another 93 at 13.29. Oh, the man of the moment, Mohammad Gazumfa, 3 for 3 off 2. Going to bowl a third. No surprise there. Nobody from KCC has found a way to find runs off him. He has found a way to find wickets, though. What can Verster do? He's wound up on it, that's for sure. And he's given it enough. There's a way to find the runs. Go big, go over the top of the field, go for 6. Gaz puts his hand on his face as his figures were ruined. 3 for 3 becomes 3 for 9. He's probably going to have to expect that at this point because KCC need to motor. But they keep attacking him. They'll find another wicket somehow. There's the skiddy one, staying low. One's up again. Stand and deliver. That one's bigger. Bigger. Up and over. Another one into the swimming pool pavilion. Up and over the pavilion into the pool. 6.6. With 5 wickets in hand, these 2 in the middle have decided it's time to attack. 81 off 39 now. Run rate required down under 13. Zenden Verster, 23 off 13. No stress at the moment from Wakas. We'll chat to Gaz. Maybe Wakas is saying, just keep bowling it there, Gaz. Whatever it is, it's making Wakas smile. A little bit of friendly banter. What does Gaz got now? Pulls the length back. So pushed out onto the offside. Work to do for Waheed. He gets there nicely. Keeps it to 1. Now Wakas. 5 off 3. Flat bat swat. But there is a deep mid wicket, so it just takes 1. Took the power out of that one as well, making sure it didn't carry out to Shabir. They need 13 and over, and they've got 14 already. One ball left to the 14th. It's going to be another single out to Waheed. So a good over for KCC. 15 runs coming from it. After 14, they're 126 for 5. The captain back into the attack from the pavilion end. The good thing about having plenty of spinners, you've got plenty of spin options, but the other thing is that you've got to bowl some of them from the pavilion end. Preferring to keep pace off at the moment. Make these two in the middle for KCC do the work. Verster on strike. Watchful to start with. Whack's come a long way down. And a little bit of a meet and greet between Yasim and Wakas. Zishan comes down and says, don't do that. Mike says, it wasn't deliberate. It's a dot ball, which is valuable. Oh, winds up on that one. That's gone sailing over my head and a long way back as well. Watch out, Hummett, on the camera. That was heading your way up there, my friend. The only person that could catch that was Hummett Jawade. That's a big one. Another big one from Verster. He's third maximum. I think it might have actually been, did do the fielding there. The ball's been returned. .72 off 34. Just a single this time. Given some room, but hits it straight to point. So another dot, which is good for PACC. Still just keeping it there or thereabouts. Around the 13 and a half mark. Singles will win it for PACC, not for KCC. That's a good length from Yasim. Can only find the single. So after going for the big maximum, it's only going to be 9 off the over. 15 done, 5 remain. KCC 135 for 5, needing another 69 at 13.8. Gaz is going to bowl out here. Went for 15 off his previous over. Still got good figures of 3 for 18. And if he can somehow break this partnership in his final over, his job will be done for PACC today. As for Verster and Barkut, they need to find runs off Gaz. Oh, almost chops on there. Chops into the pad of Zishan Ali. That's another dot. The pressure builds. 69 off 30. It'll be 69 off 29 now. Starting to become a bridge too far for KCC. Again, a good skiddy length from Gaz. It's only going to allow one. It's going to put the choice to these two for KCC. Come down the wicket, get it in the slot, risk giving up a stumping, or stay back, but struggle to find maximums, which are much needed at this point. And then all of a sudden, Gaz bowls at the fuller length and gets given the treatment from whack. Straight over the top of the scorer's 10th this time. And a much needed maximum. No need to come down the wicket if he's going to bring dinner to you. As Wakas gets it exactly where he needs and slots it through deep square. Just forward of deep square, in fact. This time Swats gets the length better, so there's the single. They're going to have to go quick here. Forces a little misfield from a runner. Okay. For KCC, they probably need a boundary off this final delivery from Gazumpha. 9 off the over. Sounds good, but it's not good enough. Run rate required now up over 14. Can Wakas somehow generate a maximum? No, he can't. He can only see off Gazumpha. Beautiful spell comes to an end. 3 for 27 off his 4. Done a great job for PACC today. After 16, KCC 144 for 5. Needing another 60 at exactly 15 and over. Runner back into the attack for over number 17. 2 overs, none for 21. But it's going to be pace back on the ball for Verster. Too much pace that time. Good little partnership. 45 runs off 26, but it needs to be bigger. It needs to be more for KCC fans. For PACC, even though it's their home game, coming to enemy territory like KCC and managing to find a win is invaluable and will keep their finals chances alive. Right. Again, too fast for Wack. Good ball. Good start for runner. Winds up, finds an edge. Nasrullah gets the wicket. Barkard departs for 14. The 6th wicket falls for KCC on 145. Again, nice and quick from runner. And in the end, all Wakas could do was edge off, and Zishan takes an easy catch. And PACC looking to be victors today here at Kowloon Cricket Club. 4 wickets left, but just 3.5 overs remaining, and still 59 more runs. It's a mighty hill for KCC to climb as Hassan Khan comes to the crease at number 8. Now here's somebody who could bring some fireworks, and we've seen ever since he joined KCC, that's what he does. But he's going to have to bring it, and bring it fast. Run rate required creeping towards 3 a ball. Well, back-to-back wickets as Hassan Khan departs for a golden duck. He'll be on a hat-trick. And KCC falling away here, 145 for 7. Okay, hat-trick ball here for Nasrullah Rana. He was none for 22 off 2.2. He's 2 for 22 off 2.4. As Dan Pascoe comes to the crease at number 9. Oh, and he manages to see that one off. Well, the damage is done this over. Far shorter one, but pulled away nicely by Pascoe. He's going to pick up a 4 here. Nice way to get off the mark. But a big over for Nasrullah Rana and PACC. 2 wickets coming. Just the 5 runs in the 17th. KCC 149 for 7. Yasser Mirza back into the attack after Well, he's on to his second over. Yeah, he's replaced Gaz, who's bowled out from the Austin Road end. 2 overs so far, none for 23. Zenden having a chat with Dan. I'm sure the chat will be, I'll be staying on strike here. This game's not done until the game is done. He's given that a swat. That's a good way to start. It's big. High up on the netting. Yasim continues to cop some stick today. Just keeps KCC with an inkling. The slightest of chances. Brings up the 150. Less than 50 required. Only 2.5 overs to do it in. Wants to see a lot more of that. So the faster one from Yasim, clever ball. Zenden wants 2. Dan's not going to get back for 2, so stops on 1. That's a win for PACC. When Verster now into the 40s. The new batter, even though he got a boundary off his second delivery. He is the new batter, Dan Pascoe. Cuts away hard. Work to do for Wahid, who does well. 8 off the first 3. Even if they get 8 off the second 3, it's still not going to be enough at the runs required. 18.8 the run rate required now. 47 off 15. And that's a good ball from Yasim. Could only be squirted out from Zenden. Another win for PACC with just a single. It's a fighting knock from Zenden Verster. 44 off 26. He's done what he can. Too many wickets have fallen around him. Take 1. And then the decision will have to be made. Will Zenden attempt to go big or try to find the single? But then it's going to be 44 off 2 overs. He does attempt to go big. He does go big. That's big. Up and over the top. Oh, the crowd watching on the park bench. And that's the half century for Zenden Verster. 50 off 27 deliveries. 5 maximums plus a 4. Brilliant knock. Might not be enough today for KCC. But at least the fight was there from Zenden. Just under a tick of the third of the runs scored today for KCC. Come off the bat of Verster. And he'll be at the non-striker's end now with 12 deliveries remaining. And Yasim went for 16 in the end for that over. Nasrullah runner, 2 wickets last over. Will bowl his final over, the penultimate, the last from pavilion end. There it is, a strike rate of 185. But even a strike rate of 185 isn't enough now for KCC. Maximums required. Runner to Pascoe. Swings hard, but it's along the ground for a single. No interest of a second, even though Zenden was looking to come back. 38 off 11. What small chance KCC holds. They're in the hands of Zenden Verster. Oh, it's got that one high on the bat. Anas can't get there, but it's only going to be 1. It's basically as good as a dot or a wicket. Zenden down the non-strikers, and another nice quick ball from Nasrullah runner. It was there to be hit, but it was just too quick in the end. Zenden practicing, perhaps he should have just lofted it over Zishan's head. This would have been an option. The speed it was bowled, it might have carried all the way for 6. 10 balls left. Again, another single. Perfect final over from Nasrullah here. For a ball now required for KCC. Only boundaries will do it. I'll give you an update from Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground in the other Cricket Hong Kong China Men's Premier League T20 match at the end of this over. Cut in the air, cut away for 4. Well, there's one of the 4s that they need to win here. Needed 4 a ball, got one of them. Now need 32 off 8. Oh, winds up. That's not going to be a boundary. That's going to be a 1. He's fought hard, Vesta. One ball left for runner today. 2 for 34. Cut hard, but won't take the single. So end of the over. Runners bowled out. 19 done. 1 remains. KCC 174 for 7. They need 30 off the final over. Over at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground in the other Men's Premier League T20 match. It was the 2 teams that hadn't won a game. Diasquadil Saiwan up against United Services Recreation Club Premier. One of those 2 teams will remain without a win, and that will be USRC, which nobody might have thought with their new recruits of the Hyatts. They went down to Diasquadil Saiwan today. So Diasquadil Saiwan get their first 2 points of the tournament. Currently join PACC and HKCC on 2 points. However, in 6 balls time, unless somehow find 31 runs off the final over, PACC are going to move to 4 points. Vesta on strike, though. 31 off 6. Well, that's not going to be a 6. Talks of 2. And that's going to be out. Oh, that's not out. Not sure what Zishan's going on about there, because I'm pretty sure he knocked the bails off and he didn't have the ball in his hands. Whatever it is, he's fired up about it. Not sure why he's too bothered. I mean, Tanvir Afzal came in and dragged him away. He knows that the game is now PACC's. It'll also just be a single. Just grinding our way down to what will be a big win for Pakistan Association Cricket Club today. Well, there's a bit of fighting resistance from Verster. Moves into the 60s, puts another one into the swimming pool pavilion, and means with 2 balls left, we have to get another replacement ball. Also, a bit of net run rate loss mitigation for KCC. The closer they get, of course, the less net run rate they'll lose. And the less net run. As the throat gives out, there's another 4. So, of course, with KCC on top, with a good net run rate, this is helping stay in that position, even though the 2 sides will be tied on 4 points. 1 ball left, and then we'll wrap up the broadcast today. I'll wrap up my throat in some cotton wool, ready for next weekend. And goes big. Has it got enough on it? It's going back. It's going back. The catch is taken in the end. Verster's out. Gaz takes a good catch. He's out for 67. And in the end, it's going to be PACC notching up their second victory of the 2026 Premier League T20 series. Consolation wicket for Yassim. And a good knock for Verster comes to an end. Have a look at the batting and bowling card. Thank you, Lemon. And then we'll wrap up the broadcast. A good start from Jamie Atkinson, 39 off 17. Chris Carter got started as well with a 16. A nice knock from Samad Khan, 31. Azaz just never looked like he got going today. But that 67 from Verster kept KCC in the match. And in the end, we're going to go down by 18 runs. The bowling card. Good bowling card it is, especially for Gazumfa. What a bowling effort that was. 4 overs, 3 for 27. 2 for Anas Khan and Nazrullah Rana, and that single last ball wicket for Yassim Murtaza getting the job done for PACC today. So there you have it. It's going to be a PACC win by 18 runs. A fine 45 for Majinder Singh, who then end up injured in the end. Hopefully he's okay. 3 for Hassan Khan, I should say. And Gaz is 3 for 27, helping PACC get the win and the 2 points. As the sun sets at Kowloon Cricket Club, on behalf of Tammy Chu and Lemon Chung in broadcast, this is Aaron Bush signing off.